Kia ora, you're here with Cameron Ross and another handball corridor NZ. Today we're changing tack a little bit and we're taking it to the beach. I'm here with Willy Silcock, who is the head of beach handball in New Zealand, and he's here to talk us today a bit about what it is and where it's going in New Zealand. So, Willy, it'd be great if you could start us off with letting us know what is actually beach handball.
Yeah, kia ora, Cam. Hey, great to see you, mate. It's always good to catch up with you. Hey, so beach handball is the summer variant of what we know as indoor handball. So it's played out on the sand, and it's really driven towards a spectacle. It's about being fun. It's about being nice and easy and accessible for people. It doesn't require a huge amount of base specialist skill sets. If you can throw and catch, you can play handball, and it really kind of draws to a spectacle at the higher level, making the game look fun, look exciting.
Nice. I guess thinking about why we're playing it in New Zealand, and I know from being involved in the program, numbers are really starting to increase and it's getting a bit of action. Why do you think that is?
The first thing I put it down to is, that accessibility. Kiwis love the summer. We get to get out in the sun, in the sand, and the real big one, the real big draw card for me is fun though. Like it's a fun game to play. You get to do a lot of cool stuff. When you're mucking around, you can really try and spread your wings, try new things, and just see if you can pull it off.
Yeah, I think being involved for the last couple of years, there's something quite special about hitting that 360 in the top and getting into the top corner, or getting an alley-oop or a Kemper into the goal. That fun aspect, I know for me, is something that really draws me to the game. I guess thinking about the program and what's been happening in New Zealand so far. So I know that the national squad has just had their first camp of the year. Do you want to talk us a bit about what's coming up? I know summer's going to be huge this year.
Yeah, massive summer program. We've got a heap on the cards. Internally, we're looking at our North versus South series again, which is our really at what we base our high performance calendar around. 3 games, North versus South, over 3 different weekends. One of those weekends will be our New Zealand National Beach Handball Championship. So that's going to be run over 2 days in Christchurch in late February. Really looking forward to that. It was a hell of a time last year, and I'm really looking to build on the success that we had last year, draw more people in, bigger crowds, a lot more fun in the sun. And then abroad, obviously, where the borders are starting to open up, we've got a really good chance to qualify into Worlds by playing in the Oceania Championships. We're not 100% sure where they're going to be or when they're going to be, but we're keeping our eyes open, trying to keep agile so that we can put ourselves in the best position to make it to World Champs, which are in Greece in July.
Wow, that would be something special if we could pull that off, especially with recent times and things like that. Just a bit more about, I guess, what beach takes. Obviously, ideally, a beach, but talk to us a bit about what is happening down in Christchurch in terms of where we're going. I know that a couple of camps are at a stadium, which kind of adds that different feel to it.
So as you said, beach is quite important, but it doesn't necessarily mean you have to play that on a beach. It can be kind of amalgamated into something that can be played out on the grass. If you're just looking at an entry level of beach handball, it's more than it's an agile sport. You don't necessarily need the beach. We have, obviously, a beach is ideal, but sometimes there's really good venues that are made for beach volleyball generally that we can use. Our one in Christchurch is Pioneer Stadium. Pioneer Stadium's got beautiful sand. We've got space for 3 courts. We've got beautiful amounts of shade there with large trees and a lovely little park, and obviously a pool beside it that you can cool down at the end of the day, which is always the best part about beach handball, is just jumping in the water after a long, hard day.
And I guess that's what's made beach handball a really huge sport, especially in the Canterbury region. I know that they're fortunate enough to be able to have weekly trainings, games against each other on a consistent basis, which, speaking from a Wellington standpoint, I know that we're really jealous of, and we're really thankful that within the new year, hopefully about March, Wellington will join the ranks of having its own beach court, and hopefully that will mean we can kind of replicate some of the awesome stuff that Canterbury Handball's been doing in that space as well. So that's awesome. I guess finally, the only thing to know is if I'm new to the game and I'm like, oh yeah, beach handball sounds like a bit of fun, how do I go about getting involved in that?
Yeah, good question, Cam. Best place to try and find us is either on Facebook, if you're that way inclined, or our website, handball.org.nz. There's all the information in the world on beach handball, and there's all my contact details. And I'll put you in the right positions for the regions to say, hey, look, I know that this guy is the person that you want to talk to in Auckland, in Wellington, in Christchurch, and in Dunedin. These are the people you need to talk to, and we'll get you playing out on the sand in no time.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us, Willie. It's been great to chat, as always.
Ka kite anō.